Hi everybody, thanks for stopping at my channel. I'm Kim with Stamp with Kimberly, and I have a cute little project for you today. We have been making Easter projects, and if you didn't catch my last video, we made this little guy. I'll put the link in the description below and you can check that out. Today we are going to be making this cute little one. So this is super simple to make. If you need to mass produce a whole bunch of them, then it really doesn't take a lot of time, but I'm going to show you how to make it. So first what we're going to do is you need a piece of cardstock that is 3 7/8 by 3. And what we want to do is score this on all 4 sides at 1 inch. So let's do that. And then we have another piece of paper that is 8 1/4 by 2, and we want to score this at 3 1/2 on both ends. So you're going to score it at 3 1/2 and then flip it and score it at 3 1/2 again. And that's all the scoring you need to do. So I'm going to put that aside. We are going to fold up our box here. So you just want to cut up on the score lines on opposite sides, so here and here. And then on these tabs, I just cut off a little bit so that your box folds together better, just like that. And we're going to do the same thing, just cut a little bit off each side. There we go. Okay, now we're ready to burnish our score lines. And this just makes a really tiny little box. You won't be putting a whole lot in this one, but sometimes you just need a little treat. So that's what this one's good for. Now the one we made the other day, if you're looking to fill a whole bunch, this is a pretty good sized box. You can put lots of treats in there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to fold this up and make this little box here. So what we want to do is use our tear and tape adhesive, and we're just going to put these on the ends here. Now you can use, oh, I'm sorry, this is not tear and tape. You can use tear and tape. This is Stampin' Seal. So you can use either one. You can use liquid glue if that's your favorite. It usually takes a minute to dry, but it does definitely hold really good. So we're just gonna fold all these in. It's okay if you have a little bit up here. You're not gonna see it because our tag is going to cover it. So there's your cute little box. Like I said, it doesn't hold a lot, but put a few little Hershey Kisses or nuggets or something like that in there, it would be great. Okay, now for this piece that's 8 1/4 by 2, we need to bring in our emboss machine. So I'm going to bring this in, and what we want to do is, if you have a tag punch, then you could use that as well, but these are the something fancy dies. So you can use the largest one of them, and all we're going to do is run it through enough to where it just cuts out the top of this. We don't want to run it all the way through. Even though this is 2 inches and this is pretty close to 2 inches, we just want to do like up to here. So we're going to put that in here. I'm going to put a piece of tape there to hold it. And we're just going to run it a little ways through, like that. And I'll show you what it looks like when we take this off. It's going to be just like that. I'll cut that off and make it a little bit more even. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Let's see if I can get this one a little straighter so I don't have that problem there. And remember, just run it through just a little bit. take this off. We have just that. So let me take my scissors here and I will straighten this up just a little bit. Just like this. There we go. Okay. So now I have 2 pieces of designer paper, and this is from Unbound Beauty. And what I'm going to do is use my corner rounder, and I'm going to notch both pieces just on one end. Okay. And these are going to be glued right to our tag here. So this is going to fold up like this. I'm going to put this one on one side. Like that. And I'm going to flip it over and do this one on this side. Get this a little straighter there. There you go. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to put these 2 pieces together, and you can use a lot of different things. I'm just going to grab my it cuts like a slit in it, but you can use one that cuts a circle. Oh, this one, I did grab the wrong one. Okay, I'm going to grab the one that cuts a circle, I guess. And we're just going to put a little loop through both of these. When you put them together, they'll line up better. And this is going to be for our ribbon. So now we can take and use some tape here and then just set our little box in and push it down. So there's our little treat holder. And then you can decorate it however you want. What I did is, this is a 2-inch piece of white paper. And I'm just going to tear it a little bit. It doesn't have to be straight. I'm going for the look of grass. So I'm just going to bring my blender brush in, color this green. Got to have something for a bunny to stand on. Just like that. And then I'll bring in the green glue. We're going to put this right down here at the bottom. And I just put it at the bottom. I didn't really put it up here at the top because we're going to tuck our bunny in underneath there. And then I need some white scrap paper, and I'm going to cut out or punch out a 1-inch circle. And I'm going to punch out a 3/4 inch circle. And if you have the older Ladybug Builder punch, when I was looking at all my punches, I thought this would make great bunny ears. So I grabbed this. I've made this with a few other punches, or you could just cut them out by hand. But this, I thought, worked really well. So I'm going to grab the 3/4 inch and see how that just kind of goes together like that. So I'm going to put a little glue right at the top of this. And that'll be his head. And then I'm going to grab the 3/4 inch one, and I want this on the front side. So he looks like he's looking away from us. Okay, so I'm just going to put it like that, flip it over, and I'm going to use a dimensional. Oops, sorry about the camera shake. And we're just going to put it like that so it grabs both pieces. And then I'm going to put a dimensional on each ear because we want him to stand out a little bit. Just like that. And now we're just going to tuck him behind our grass, just like that. So he looks like he's looking off into the field. And there There he is. Now we're going to grab our white ribbon, and I'm just going to try to thread this through here since I used the wrong punch. Let's see. Let's do this. Will my needle fit? Let's try it. This works good with twine. Oh, looky there. It worked with our ribbon too. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to use my punch to hold this down for me. And I have a piece of white twine. It's got a little bit of silver in it. And I'm just going to use this to tie a bow. Just like that. And then I can cut off all this extra. Let's get these a little straighter here. There we go. All right. So I think he's looking pretty cute, but I think he needs a tail. So what I used for a tail, I put a piece of paper on first and I wasn't loving it. So I had this garland left over from Christmas and I just grabbed a piece of this. I thought these little balls in here, they have like a little iridescent look to them, but I thought this would be really cute for his tail. So I just took one of the balls off of the strand of garland and I am just going to pop it right on here and give him a little tail. That's going to take a minute to hold. But there you go. There is your cute little treat package. Oops. Yeah, I got to give him more than a minute. Let's try that again. I'll hold him for a minute. I'll use this one. But there is your cute little treat package for Easter. Easy to make, like I said, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you've seen today, give it a thumbs up for me. And if you'd like to see more inspiration, then you can check out my playlist or check out this video right here. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.